All right, we back. Do apologize for the audio issues. Well, we believe we have it resolved. I know y'all missed a good portion of the show, so we gonna run it back real quick. Run it back for the Jeff. What the hell is you doing?
I'm listening, bro. We running from the top.
Oh, okay.
Running from the top.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm Jeff No Chaser. This is
Zipporah. Shay.
Y'all know who that is. I got you, bro. I got you.
I see.
He doing your job.
So,
oh yeah, he's the bartender. That's right.
Bartender, black father.
That's not the point. You missed a person.
I did. Who I miss? That's MMG. You ain't,
No, not him. Her.
Oh no, I introduced her. So you high, boy. You high. This guy right here needs no introduction. This is the man right here. But once again, black bartender, black fathers. We here. Let's get it. Go ahead and run your stats, my brother.
What just happened, bro?
I'm just here, honestly. I'm just here, literally.
She gonna say she just here.
What just happened?
We took a small little break and came back, and Jeff No Chaser's still on one, man.
I love to have fun. I'm gonna tell you like this, because this month right here has been crazy, bro.
It is.
It's mental health awareness a month. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It is, right?
Mental Health Awareness Month.
That's what I just said.
That is not what you said.
What did I just say?
Mental Health Awareness is it.
What did I just say? Hey, look, y'all. Forget these. I'm out there with y'all. I ain't even paying attention to them. My bad, bro. Look, y'all gonna stop talking to me like I'm a goddamn kid. Can you move on, MGM?
What?
All right.
Just fucking what?
Yeah, I'm about to get to these stats, man.
Let's get to
stats
them,
out
bro.
there. All right. So research suggests that children who grow up without a father in a home may experience more psychosocial issues than children with fathers. The issues can continue into adolescence and adulthood, and include some of these behavior triggers includes behavioral problems such as difficulty adjusting socially, and may have more problems with friendships. They may also develop intimidating behaviors to hide their fears, anxieties, and unhappiness. Emotional and psychological challenges such as feeling abandoned, insecure, and low self-esteem. They may also have diminished self-concept and struggle with their emotions. I see I'm boring you because you just yarned.
Because your facts are bullshit.
Stats, like, come on now.
Did you say yarned?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I yarned.
He did.
No, I thought it was yawned. You know, yarn. This one is the.
Well,
Yeah, one
that's
is
the hood version.
one is plural, one is singular.
Nice.
It's the hood version.
It's
She yawning for over there.
Open her mouth and breathe out. Fuck it.
Increased risk of substance abuse, increased risk of other problems such as depression, suicide, poor school performance, and contact with the criminal justice system. And according to the U.S. Census Bureau, 17.8 million children in the United States are roughly 1 in 5 live without a biological step or adoptive father in the home. Here's my stats that you're gonna love.
I think that's bullshit, but go ahead.
You're gonna love these stats.
I'm listening.
So 85% of youth in prison come from fatherless homes.
85%.
That's what I said the first time. 71% of high school dropouts come from fatherless homes.
75%.
71.
71.
90% of all homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes.
Okay.
60% of youth suicides are from fatherless homes. 57.6% of Black children, 31.2% of Hispanic children, and 20.7% of white children live absent their biological fathers.
Them numbers so high, it shouldn't be so many people on the earth. I'm just being honest, bro. If you look at it, that's a lot. Look how many people you know. Okay.
Okay.
The people you know They're basically saying 15% of them people didn't have kids. So, I'm sorry, fathers. So they should basically kill themselves, basically, bro.
Right.
That's a lot of fucking people. Because me personally, I don't know a lot of people. Maybe you know a lot of people.
I know a lot of people.
Okay. The 15% out of people I know.
Some of the people I don't really want to know.
But you know them already.
Oh my goodness.
I think some of them could be part of these. I mean, never mind. I was thinking about the 60%.
Really?
But still, that's a lot of people. If you, let's say, I say 200 or some people. That's a lot of motherfuckers to know for one person.
And
65% of them don't have a father.
Right.
That's crazy.
But that doesn't account for father figures. It's just saying a fatherless home.
Even
because you can still have a father figure and still come out on top.
But you're not.
But they should have said biological fathers, like you said.
But we are talking about biological fathers.
Okay, so that don't matter because I didn't have a biological father. I had a stepfather, and he took damn good care of me. He showed me what I was supposed to do as a man.
Right.
So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't need
Well, in that situation, I had a lot more father figures.
Mm-hmm.
So my role was a little bit more. Well, I am not going to say like bumpy or anything, but I had so many father figures. It literally took the village to raise me. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have my biological father there every day, steer me on the right path. So I can say for me, not having my biological father there and having father figures gave me more of a perspective on different worlds and different aspects on how people view things, especially in different lives.
You know what I dislike, bro?
What is it that you dislike?
I dislike them saying real fathers, I guess, or biological fathers.
Okay.
Because I'm a stepfather. Don't get me wrong. I love my step. I love my kids.
You mean bonus dad?
Whatever the fuck you want to call it. I love my kids.
Okay.
Okay. I have two bonus kids, as you call it, bonus, and I have one child. Mm-hmm. But I don't love none of them. Are different. All three of them I love to death. I would get up on my bed regardless of what time, whoever called me.
Right.
So if you at that point to where you don't want to get up, are you really a father? Or you just that nigga that's laying up in the bed with her day mother?
I mean, I guess it depends on how tired I am,
nigga.
Okay, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like
I definitely got you wrong when you said that, but go ahead. I'm just saying.
No, okay, I'm saying it. Okay, this is what I'm saying. In the event that I'm married and the girl that I'm married to has kids, I'm gonna treat them kids like my kids.
I don't see the difference because
there is no difference.
I was about to say because once you marry her, aren't them
well married committed relationship?
That's different. That's different.
Okay.
Whoa, time out. Technical foul, motherfucker. You just got almost ejected out the game. You're your first technical foul.
But if you're on a roll to marry,
no, fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hold on, wait a minute. No, hold on, wait. No. Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm gonna listen.
Hold on.
Go ahead, because we got two females that's sitting right here that's ready to answer this question. You about to bullshit ask, but go ahead.
I'm not about to ask a question.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
bullshit mistake.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
My bad. Go ahead.
How long you been married?
We'll be 14 years in this year.
Congratulations.
How long? Show, baby. I love you. But go ahead, bro.
And there it goes.
Right. I was waiting on it.
How long did y'all date for before y'all got married?
We dated maybe 6 months.
And then y'all got married?
And we got engaged.
Damn.
Yeah, facts.
Damn, you was
He knew. Yeah. He knew.
No,
it was whipped like a mom.
It wasn't whipped.
No.
You see him now, right?
You
see him now, right?
I love you, baby.
It wasn't.
Don't ever forget it.
You see him now, right?
No,
I'ma tell you-
now he making excuses. So,
I'm not making
hold
excuses.
on. 6 months. Hold on, 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
2 bonus kids.
Mm-hmm.
But he about to say something about me.
Mm-hmm.
You want committed to those kids beforehand?
Say it again.
You want committed to those kids before the marriage?
Before the marriage?
Before the
yes, I was.
So how you gonna try to clown me?
Because I'm about to tell you why.
Okay.
I knew what I wanted. I told her before we even had consensual
Cause she put that whip on you.
sex. No, before we even went to the bedroom, I told her, I said, you gonna be mine. I said, I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna tell you why. I was 29. I was tired of the bullshit, bro.
At 29.
At 29, I was tired. I was tired of.
I can believe that.
I was tired of running through so many. I was running through so many females, bro. I was tired of that shit. It was like, okay, we go out Friday, meet a chick Friday, hit her Friday night, Saturday, hit her Saturday night, hit another chick Saturday night. So my thing was, okay, what am I really doing?
So on your wild oats.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just busting a bunch of nuts. So I said, yo, you
know, I think we strayed a little bit off topic.
we actually didn't, because I'm gonna tell you why.
It's a different topic, ain't it?
No, it's not, because
It's
my mental was fucked up. I'm gonna tell you why.
What
he brought it back. He brought it
Well,
back.
You feel me?
So not to interrupt you, but what do you said your mental was fucked up. So what was the guide for the misconception for not having a committed relationship until you met your wife?
Because I had two. I had one as my father, my stepfather, great man.
Yes,
I
agree. He's a great man.
Being the man of the household, being a husband to his wife, faithful, reliable, being the man of the house as far as taking care of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I had my uncles being hoes, being, hey, I got this chick, I got this chick, I got this chick.
You know,
And when you young,
when you say that,
it's the truth, bro.
But I know my dad is in there. That's why I was like,
That's the first person I thought of.
You was a product of a hoe.
that's all right.
But
Dad is in there.
But at the same time, it showed me the difference between two different worlds, man.
Mm.
My old dude was into the church. Don't
Yeah.
get me, and my uncles wasn't.
Right.
I'm not into the church, no how, no way. I'm
That's
not
why you
going
got on that red.
And he's a black
Man, you
bartender.
seen the way he
Exactly.
looked at,
But he ain't serving Jesus blood though.
Mm.
kept the stairs.
I am serving blood, but if whoever, you know what, whatever. But my thing is this: if you have negative and you have positive and you have mental issues, you're always going to go towards the negative because it always look 100% better than the positive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So me personally, I should have listened to my old dude. I think I'd have got married a lot quicker, but I wanted to be like
Like your
everybody.
uncles.
Yeah, I wanted to be like everybody else.
The popular guys.
Mm.
I'm not gonna say the popular guys. I'm gonna say the more entertained.
Popular guys.
Not popular.
Popular guys.
I'm not gonna say popular because
They weren't popular?
I mean, to me they was, but to who?
Popular guys.
You know my uncles.
Mm-hmm, no,
She wasn't born at the time.
So she, damn.
Wow.
my bad support.
Spotlight.
You see what I'm saying? Just put you right there on that.
I mean, like,
My thing is this: I think the household need not just a strong father, but a mother to back that father. Because if the mother don't back that father, he gonna be in a whole situation itself.
True.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
Support. What you think?
about what he said or what?
Don't feed about what he's talking about.
Okay, so what are you asking me?
What do you think about those stats? I mean, that's the original question, Jeff. Me and Jeff just don't mind me and Jeff. We take over conversations.
Yeah,
like
you definitely would have to slap with one of us.
the closest one to you.
You know, personally, I'm thinking about like, okay, those are present fathers, but I even think like, even if you do have a present father, that doesn't mean that he's present. You know, you have a father that is there, but it's not really there. You know, I can think of so many children, so many people in my life that have had fathers, but their fathers were out, or they were, you know, doing their own thing, or they were handling their businesses, or they were doing other things. So I feel like, yeah, you can say they had father figures, but you can also account for the people that have still had those issues because, you know, they didn't have what came with the father package, which is that provider role, which is that support of a father. I think it's one thing to have a father, but to be a dad, it's another thing. It's another thing to have a father and have father characteristics.
Right.
So,
oh, she hit it right. Now before we go on, I got another question. Do you think it's the father's fault that he couldn't really be a father if mental illness back then wasn't being dealt with like it is now?
Is it being dealt with now?
No, it's being cash cow,
swept underneath the rug.
No, it's being cash cow. It's not being swept on the rug. They're telling you, hey, if you have mental illness, we'll give you these pills, but you got to give us your insurance, or you got to give us money. They're not showing us how to really deal with it.
All they really want is somebody just to listen. That's really what they want. Depending on their mental issue.
Okay.
Depending on the mental issue.
Well, here's the thing.
That's some bullshit.
My bad, it's on the paper.
It's definitely on the paper. He about to read off that fucking paper.
I'm not about to read off the paper.
He glancing at the paper.
You know what? My apologies then, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not. Shut up.
Go ahead, bro.
Anyway,
whispering out loud. It's crazy. Oh my god.
I forget what I'm about to say. Listen. Man, I forgot what I'm about to say. Dang. Never mind.
That's
Shay, what do you think about what do you think about the stat, Shay?
I don't agree with the stats. I feel like there is a lot of people out there that have absent fathers, and they went on to be something great. And now that father sees that child has made something of their self without him being there. And now like he want to be a part of their life. He want to build that relationship.
Well, I'm not gonna say it wasn't an absent. I'm not gonna say that there was an absent father there, because I believe that for every man or woman that have achieved something, they had a father figure. Whether they claim the person or not, they had a father figure or a mentor that guided them in the right direction.
How do you claim a father figure if you never had a father? You just know as a
big brother.
Yeah, a big brother that's there for me.
I mean,
I can't call you a father if I never had a father, know what it feel like.
I agree.
Of course you do.
I'm just saying, because that's just like saying,
I mean, your big brother ain't gonna be like 30 years older than you, 40 years older than you.
That's a big brother.
But it could be a father figure.
But I feel but I also kind of feel like, you know, people, saying father figure, but you got to realize father figures don't always have to be somebody that is your authority. Older, right. Like it could pour into something else. Like you could have a friend and you seek support or protection in this friend, and that's your father figure.
Because he had a father in his household.
But how would you know by not having a father he's a father figure? You just know.
I just see the support there and somebody pouring into me positivity.
Exactly.
Not is teaming up on you, bro.
That fills the void.
Hold on, no.
That filled my void of father, because he poured into me.
She filling a void if you missing the point. Listen. You damn what y'all talking about. Listen, you have a father figure when you have somebody that you look up.
No, we understand what you're saying.
Right.
We do.
But on that piece of paper, do you have what a father figure is?
Boom.
Don't think I won't find it.
Oh, find it, please.
But we're saying if a young boy, we saying
Me and you
12,
the same age.
13, and I'm trying to keep you out of trouble. I'm a father figure, but if he never had a father, he's looking at me like my homeboy looking out for me.
Exactly.
No, that's not how they look at it.
That's if you never had a father,
you know what?
how can you tell?
You know what? That's a matter of perception.
That's a matter of perception. But if he never, listen to me.
Okay.
If he never had a father,
to know what a father is,
what is his perception of a father? If he got a homeboy, maybe 2 years older than him, saying, "Nah, bro, don't do that," he's gonna look at him like, "That's my nigga, I'm a roll with because he's looking out for me." Instead of saying, "That's a father figure."
You know what, Jeff?
I'm listening, bro.
You right.
I know.
Wait.
Right.
What?
You right.
Make sure this go down in the book.
Hey, this is being recorded, correct?
Oh my god.
I'm doing the same. I'm doing the same thing women do to men.
You right. Shit. That's some bullshit.
You right.
Low blow.
That's some bullshit.
You right.
See what I'm saying? That's that bullshit right
That's
there.
messed up right there.
That's some bullshit. Okay. I got a question for you.
Oh, you got a question for me?
Yeah.
Oh, you got 2 follow-up questions today.
Yep, I got a question.
Hey, that's something.
Watch this. If a man take a woman out,
okay.
If he asks her out,
okay. Are we talking about today's modern day women?
Yep, today's woman.
The one
today's woman.
Right.
My bad.
The ones that don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory.
No. Once again. Okay. We gonna rewind this.
The ones that don't.
We're gonna go back to 2000 and
the ones that don't want a man that's making less than 100K.
No, we're gonna go back to 2000.
Oh my goodness, are you in
okay?
Listen to what I'm saying. We're going back to 2000.
The ones that don't want to go get coffee.
No, that's not them. I said 2000. All right.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out which ones we talking about.
This is 24 years later. We said 24 years back. My bad. 24 years ago.
Okay.
If you take a woman out,
right?
You ask her out.
Okay.
And you say, "I'm gonna pay for it," but she said, "No, I'm gonna pay for it."
We going to Chili's, right?
Well, shit, we can go to McDonald's.
I'm just trying to set the scene.
It don't matter.
Okay.
If y'all both arguing over who gonna pay for it, okay?
What's it? Okay.
Over the food,
right?
Who's in the right? Who's in the right?
To pay for the food?
Yeah.
So you ain't finished your question.
I said y'all both arguing over who gonna pay for it. What's
the argument? Is
the argument is over who's gonna pay for the food?
So if I was a male, if we already talked about it in the car,
let's say I come over your crib and be like, "Yo, let's go get something to eat," and you say, "All right, come on, cool, let's go." We can hit McDonald's, Burger King, we can hit Red Lobster, whatever. When the bill comes, we both like, "No, I got it. No, I got it." Who's in the right? Who's in the right to say, "I got this"?
You can't ask me something like that. So
I'm gonna ask you then.
Can I answer?
No. The reason why I say I wouldn't answer is because I'm the type of female that I don't care if he doesn't pay. I'm willing to pay. That's why I say
you see she got the Albertson braids today? Now listen.
Hey, you already know. That's my man.
Look, what do you say? No, hell no. What do you say?
You did ask him the question, but
I'm asking
he wants
everybody.
A female perspective.
I'm asking everybody.
Nah, you ain't old enough.
You ain't that bit on the date.
Okay.
My bad, bro. That was
it ain't him not being on the date. I ain't gonna say.
Go ahead.
I have been in this situation before. You know, argued about it before. And I feel like there's no right answer first and foremost, but this is just what happened in my case.
She's not in front of she
well, calm it down.
Can I do this?
Can you let her answer?
You said women from the 2000s.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, you just gonna tell her age.
Once again, how y'all doing, y'all?
But go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So he ended up paying because he pretty much broke it down to me like this. Yes, let me be a man. Let me provide for you. This is what I was taught to do. I was like, okay, I'm not going to take that away from you. If you want to do that, I respect that. Just know that I appreciate your transaction and I'm grateful.
Now, did you hear what she said?
So
she appreciate and she's grateful for that man. Now,
because he didn't have to.
These women nowadays not.
Yeah, they not.
Now, in 2024,
Good luck.
Since this episode right here is talking about mental issue, right? Mental issue,
mental health awareness.
whatever.
Mental something.
Let's
Clearly.
So if let's say I'm mentally not stable, and I take a female, out,
I'm already starting to think that you're not mentally not stable.
and I take a female out, and I want to pay, but she don't want me to pay. She said I'm gonna pay, and we going back and forth.
And you flip the table.
And I flip out.
You start yelling at everybody.
Like, for real. But I'm being
But that's
for
a mental
real.
issue, though.
That's a mental issue because I want to. If I've been on dates with females and they've been letting me pay, and you trying to stop me because you're strong and you want to be independent, and I flip out on you because I got a mental. I'm already mentally fucked up. Okay. And you're not letting me continue my cycle.
Do I stay away?
I mean, shit, it's too late. We in this predicament right now.
So
it won't be a second date.
If we're talking about that,
mm-hmm.
would that fall under toxic masculinity?
I was gonna ask that actually.
No.
Why?
Because if you look at it, he already had a mental issue.
Yeah.
It's not toxic mental. It's not. What'd you say?
Toxic masculinity.
It's not toxic.
Toxic
because he knows he really not aware.
Boom.
Of what he's doing.
There you go.
So how can we call it a mental illness if he's not aware of what he's doing?
If you look at it, a lot of people that got mental issues not aware of what the fuck they doing.
Exactly.
But like that's any trained pattern though. Like if you tell me that the sun is yellow or the sun is blue, I'm gonna be like, you don't see the sun being blue? Because I was taught that the sun is blue. Just like a young boy is being taught that you need to go to the gym every day. You need to have facial hair. You need to pay and blah, blah, blah. You do all of this to be considered a man. Like, it's something that you learn. Like it's not.
But when you have mental illness, you can't learn. You go by habit.
And your mind shuts out what's correct.
Exactly.
But you don't think with toxic masculinity, your mind don't shut out.
No, you're just being toxic. You know what you're doing.
You're just being a straight 1% asshole.
I don't know. I'm not a man, so y'all gonna have to speak on that one.
No,
I don't know about that.
You're being an asshole. Let's just be 100.
Yeah,
you're being an asshole.
Pretty much.
Because you're wanting control over everything that's in your house.
So now you can flip the script whenever you had that argument. Remember, I paid for this and I paid for that.
But
that's narcissism though.
That's not who?
Narcissism.
No, that's not narcissism. No, but
don't that fall under the toxic?
Maxis, whatever, how you fuck you say it.
I mean, it's under the umbrella, right?
To bring it back,
it falls around a psychological, like psychological issues, definitely.
But it doesn't fall up under mental illness. Mental illness is something.
Narcissism does fall under mental illness.
Who?
Narcissism does fall under mental.
Yes, that does, but not toxic. No. Because when you're being toxic, you know exactly what the fuck you're doing.
So would you say there's toxic femininity?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh.
Yes.
We
know. You know. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
I've heard somebody speak about this, but I want to know what exactly is toxic femininity in your definition?
When you know it, okay.
A thin line between love and hate.
Let's say this. Let's say you at your man's house. Let's say I'm about to leave. I'll be back, boo. Okay. You go to your baby daddy house.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just say you have a baby daddy. Let's say you go to baby daddy.
All right. Let the record show. Let the record show. I don't got a baby daddy.
But I'm just saying. Let's say you go to baby. Okay. I even switch it all up for you. Let's say you single and you got 3 niggas that you messing with, 3 guys you messing with.
Okay.
Let's say you go.
Ooh, that's a lie.
Let's say you.
That is a lie.
It is. I was a straight hoe back in the day. Damn, I was a hoe back in the day. But so
I guess it all depends on how flexible she is.
I'm very.
Stop.
Anyway, but
this
motherfucker. Let's say you say, all right, boo, I'll be back. If he ain't talking what you want to hear, you go to this other guy's house. He's talking exactly what you want to hear. You do whatever you want to do with him. Boom, bang. But you get mad at him for any reason. It don't matter what the reason. You go to the other guy. hey, this guy keeps stalking me. He doing this, he doing that. You tell this other guy on him when he ain't did nothing. You just mad at him because of something you seen and y'all not in a relationship.
Okay. So like take that situation and apply it to a dude. Like flip
Same
it around.
thing, yes.
Exactly. So like how's that different from how's that toxic femininity versus me just being a female and toxic?
Because if he tell y'all not in a relationship, if you being just a 100% female, that should sink in and be like, okay, we're not in a female.
That should or it will.
It should.
But here's my thing though. Like if you also go back and you ask a dude this, like if you flip the situation,
it should sink in his mind that okay.
So we all agree that it's toxic.
Yes, 100%.
I'm trying to see, like, can you give me like a pinpoint a definition of what toxic?
Hold on, wait. So one, I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay, yeah.
So one thing is somebody did pose a question and said, "Is it possible to be toxic but unaware?"
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So let me get it back to the producer.
Because this is my question. So in the case of that, would I fall under mental illness?
No.
Or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so for your example, you want to know what is a toxic femininity. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. When it comes to women and men, we approach toxicity differently.
Mm-hmm.
So women will approach toxicity from a more emotional standpoint, and they're reactive to the emotion that they feel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So for them, what is toxic for us, what is toxic for a woman is the roller coaster of emotions that they go through to play on how a man's going to react to them and how they're acting. So if a woman sit here and act like she is, in one sense, I'm a strong black woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm a strong woman. I ain't gonna say black. I'm a strong woman. But then in the next sense, she want to be saved just so she know that her man wants her. After everything he does to show her that he wants her, he wants to be with her. She wants further validation.
Mm-hmm.
So she exhibit behaviors of struggle, of emotional distress, of come and save me.
Keeping up that independency.
And then just to say
she fucking up the relationship, basically.
Just to sit here and say, well, I don't feel like you love me enough. Well, I buy you stuff, I take you out, I do this, I do that. Well, I still don't understand why you don't love me enough. And then as soon as he rejects the idea and rejects her, then is, oh no, baby, I love you, I want to be with you. It's the emotional roller coaster.
They get the breaking windows
that they put
fucking
men
up cars.
That is the
don't
toxic.
Touch my car.
The toxicness of the feminine energy. Is more of an emotional response. Woman that is emotionally mature is more understandable.
Not really. They all the same.
Excuse me?
They all the same.
No.
Who's all the same?
Because he said women because when he said women that's more mature.
That's not what he said.
That's
not what you said.
That's not what I said.
You said I swear you said the women that's more mature.
I said women that are more emotionally mature.
Exactly.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Motherfucker.
Because you could be mature and still like your emotions is not intact.
But my thing is this: even if you are mature, your emotions could be intact or could not be intact. Because my thing is this. What? I said
it's either A or B. Like what's
one? No, it's both because you can be old as fuck and still be fucked up. You can't give that to the older people. I'm sorry, you can't. You just can't because you're trying to say
all the terms. You're right.
Go to hell. my thing is this. Look, you can't give just because they older. Okay, I'm gonna say you more mature, so you didn't surpass all the other shit.
No. I'm not saying older. I'm not using mature as an age. I'm not using mature as an age. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like for example, this is a good example. Like for example, I know some people, particularly an individual that's in their 40s that is emotionally immature.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
no. Keep going. I know you, but I keep going.
Okay,
Just keep going.
And coincidentally, she's dating somebody that's even more emotional immature,
Mhm.
and they're in their 50s.
Mhm.
Okay, so age doesn't have anything to do with maturity. Age doesn't have anything to do with maturity. You know
Right.
what it is? Is mentally. So mentally and emotionally, these two individuals, I mean, just call it a spade, are toxic for each other.
Mhm.
And create a toxic relationships and then create toxicity around them.
Right.
So because one is the woman is experiencing toxic emotions.
Mhm.
So that's an influx, and the other one is just toxic because
I don't
he's
think
just a weak
so.
individual.
I don't think so, because the only reason why I don't think so is because you can say a person is more mature emotionally until they get into the right situation.
Right.
But I feel
Because-
like at my age,
Mhm.
if I've been through as much as I've been through, my emotions tend to mature as I go through each thing.
Right.
So you come at me, we're in a relationship,
Mhm.
and you say something that
You probably already heard.
I heard, and it
Mhm.
hurt me still.
Mhm.
But I come to you as a mature, emotional woman
Mhm.
and be like, babe, that kind of hurt me.
Now, what woman that you know?
I wait before you finish that.
Okay,
Before
go
you
ahead.
finish that,
Okay, go ahead.
I said me.
Okay.
I can't speak for every woman. You already know
when
that.
You, let's say you.
Uh-huh.
Let's say you did heard everything. Okay.
Heard it all.
Okay. But you get with this one guy. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And you fall head over heels.
Mm.
And you like, fuck all the other shit that in the past, because I gotta let that go in order for me to love.
But no.
Hold on, listen. In order for me to love unconditionally.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not loving me unconditionally, I don't want you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it don't make sense for us to be together if we're trying to plan something if it's not unconditional.
But I feel like I still can love you unconditionally.
But you can't.
But
you
also,
hold on, you gotta let her finish. You gotta let her because
right, I'm listening.
But I can still love you unconditionally, but I still can also keep those emotions at bay. Yes.
How can you keep anything in check if you love me unconditionally?
That is 100% a thing. Like you can actually.
How can you?
I'm gonna tell you.
Right,
I'm gonna let you know.
I'm listening.
You got it.
Let her talk.
Let me do it.
Let her talk.
I'm listening. I'm here for it. I'm listening.
Like I believe that you can have those strong emotions,
Mhm.
but not have the tools or the resources to express that. Like some people feel things, but they're like, I don't know how to go about doing
and
that.
That was me.
You can love somebody. She can love this person unconditionally,
but not
like,
really
I don't know how to
not
do
really
it.
showing.
No, I got it. I'm on it.
You on it. Go ahead. You on it. Go ahead.
He been quiet. So
Yeah,
let him.
I'm letting him. Go ahead.
Hey, Jeff, can I get him?
Get him.
Can I get him?
All right,
Get him.
Can I get him?
Please get him.
Okay.
First of all,
I hear you. Okay.
there is no possible way
None.
you can love somebody unconditionally and keep your emotions at check.
Wait,
Hold on. You gotta let us talk. Hold on, you can't talk.
Wait a minute.
Y'all said let him talk.
You can also
Wait. Y'all said if you turn your emotions off, there is no love.
Hold on.
But I'm not saying. I'm saying like.
Wait.
Let my man talk. Let my man preach.
Can I cook?
Can you cook?
Can I cook?
Cook, please.
Can I cook?
Okay, I want to join in on the recipe after this.
Okay,
like,
but go ahead, please cook.
So you can. I think this is where women and men get it wrong when we talk about loving unconditionally, because men love women unconditionally. There is no precondition for what you have to be, what you have to bring, what you have to do in order for a man to love you.
Unconditionally.
But for a woman, let me cook. Hold on. So
okay.
On high, please.
So for a woman to a man, you got to be a provider. You gotta have a house. You gotta buy me a car.
Preach.
You gotta make sure that you make more money than me. I don't want to be able to do this. You gotta buy my nails. You gotta buy my hair. You gotta make sure all of this. Hold on. Hey, Jeff. After I have a baby, can you buy me that $5,000 surgery so I can get my body back together? Oh, can you buy me a BBL? Oh, my titties ain't big enough.
It's real personal. It's getting real
Wait,
personal.
It ain't getting personal. It's all about what a man can provide.
That's this generation,
Our
though.
conditions.
What?
You're talking about this generation.
That is not this
That's
generation.
been years, period. How many years have women been sitting at home while a man go out and work? He's been doing what?
But hey, hold on. And then y'all went out there and got the jobs, but now y'all want to go back to the house because y'all don't want to do the jobs no more.
But listen though, the same way, the same way that women want men to be providers, men want women to be beautiful. They want them to be all these things. They want them to be all these things. That's not loving somebody unconditionally. If you love somebody unconditionally, it don't matter if she done fell off the stairs, got hit by the car.
You're right.
You still love that girl.
Hold on. I bet you a man would not divorce his wife if she ended up in a wheelchair, but I bet a woman would divorce her husband if he ended up in a wheelchair. And could provide no more.
I got even better for you, bro. I got a question for you. I got a question for you two ladies. Real shit. If you driving and a guy is walking to the bus stop, would you pull over and holler at him if he cute? Let's be honest. I want your honest opinion. You don't say shit. I want your honest opinion. You've been here before. Yeah, she's been here before.
So pour is on you.
You don't say nothing. I don't want you to say nothing right now.
But you know my answer.
Give me a minute. I want to hear her answer.
If we free falling,
it's a trap.
No, it's not. If a man is
I won't
walking,
let you fall like that.
If a man's walking and you driving, you see him, you be like, oh, he cute. Would you stop and holler at him?
What kind of shoes you got on?
It don't matter.
Okay, honestly speaking, I have done that.
Okay.
I've been driving. I was like,
would you do it now? Would you do it now?
And then I drove.
Okay, now would you do it?
You even pick them up.
Oh, right. Would you do it?
How far are you going?
But that's
what you mean?
2024. That's
it
dangerous.
doesn't matter.
That's how I pick him up.
To a guy?
Listen, you didn't even hear what I said.
Okay, what you say?
I asked him how far is he going.
Okay.
Where you going?
Okay.
That's the Riz.
So you'll get him. So you'll get him.
Wait, how his teeth look?
Look. Now watch this.
Wait a minute now, bro.
Now watch this. Unconditionally, we don't give a fuck if you don't got a job. We don't.
But y'all care about
that.
Can
you listen to me first?
Y'all not gonna look her way.
Can you listen to me first?
Let her smile at that bus stop.
Can you listen to me?
You seen her smile?
So y'all not gonna listen to me?
I'm listening. I can talk.
It's a lot of guys out here. I'm not gonna say me. I'm not gonna say you. It's a lot of guys out here that don't give a fuck if her teeth fucked up. It's a lot of guys out here that don't give a fuck how she look. If she come correct, knowing how to handle her business, knowing to elevate that man, he's gonna take her in. Hold on. She can be catching a bus. She could be damn near homeless. Guess what we gonna do? We're gonna
put her on her feet.
We're gonna give her a fucking home. And guess what she gonna do? Leave us after she get her fucking shit. Why? Because
she feel like she can have something.
But can I
better.
tell you something though? Can I just say something though? I feel like this the very thing that be causing them gender wars and causing these separations in the family.
But it's not a gender war.
Yes, it is. It's like, oh, what are you doing for? What are you doing here? What are you bringing? What are you bringing? No, okay. You know what I heard? You know what? I heard something that was so profound. I don't know who said it, but it was like,
it's probably me. But go ahead.
Nah, like it was. It was like a relationship should be about like bringing what the other person can't. It's not about bringing.
That definitely wasn't me.
No. It's not about bringing like you got to bring this amount of money. You got to bring this amount of money. It's about like, okay, if we want to be with each other, it's about bringing what you can and making the overarching goal of this relationship work together. in sync, not just you have to be a millionaire
Mhm.
or you got to be a model, then we can work. No, that's the problem with today, because everybody want these high, everybody got these high standards,
Expectations,
and,
right?
And it's on both sides. There's a
Now let
the
me ask
men
you.
want models,
I'm gonna ask you.
women want millionaires and
I'm gonna
Birkins.
ask you.
They're in the wrong
The
country.
person
man.
I'm gonna ask you.
This economy is it?
Are you single?
You already asked me that.
Okay, so I know the answer, right?
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table?
Huh? See, and here we go. This is not the topic.
I'm asking the question.
But she can't. Can she really answer that? Because if the guy, what is he offering that?
That just proved my point right there.
But I'm picking back off of what she said, though.
Let's get back to this situation at hand.
But what point did
that just answered my
question. But I was going back off of what she was saying.
We said,
if she
said unconditionally, which means no, absolutely none.
But also, like, you saying, like, you asking me personally, I'm not every woman in the world, first and foremost. So, like, don't use me as a scale. I might not have nothing. I mean,
but my thing is this: if you don't have unconditional love, how could you help somebody that's mentally ill? Because unconditional love, I don't care if that's your brother, your cousin, or your friend. If you don't have unconditional love, you're not going to do it because you're going to want something in return.
Oh no, that ain't me though.
No,
I'm
not saying.
I'm just speaking on me.
Yeah,
like I'd never. Like we had this conversation on one of the podcast shows, and when I said I will pour into my significant other.
Facts.
And then so it was just like I don't want nothing. I just want you to feel like I'm here for you. I'm in your corner. I'm with you against everybody.
Facts.
Right. But how many other females feel that way?
Not this generation.
No, I feel that way. I believe that when I truly love somebody, it doesn't matter what you do for me, because I'm gonna continuously want to do for you. Like when you love somebody, it's like, what can I do to make this person happy? How else can I make this person happy?
It's different when a person have a mental illness, because you never know where that person coming from.
Yeah.
Because that person be coming out of left field. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all.
Please don't tell us about your friend.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm about.
No.
Don't make me cry.
I just recently lost like a brother. Like that was my guy. You know what I'm saying? He suffered from mental illness. And my thing is the world, I can't say the government, man, because the government ain't shit no way. So I'm gonna say the world itself, period, nobody is giving us the tools to deal with people with mental illness. You know how they got classes to where, hey, you go to class because you want money for this job, so you got to go and look for jobs and shit. You got to go to this class or some shit. Why they don't have classes for people to deal with people that's in their family with mental illness? Is it because
that lady could have prevented her son killing himself? Definitely.
That you see what I'm saying? So,
but he was on pills too.
But that's another thing. The pills is nothing but
a placebo,
a money scam.
It's a placebo, I believe. Because if he was on his pills like he was supposed to be, and he taking them daily like he was supposed to be,
he's a zombie.
Why? No, even still,
that's not a good
placebo
thing.
Though. Like I feel like it's a placebo because he wouldn't have killed himself.
But you gotta look at it this way: if I take pills to suppress something that's fucking with me, when I get off that pill that one time, it's like reality slapping me in the face.
And that's why I said they want somebody just to listen. That's all they really want.
It's only a Band-Aid. So if you let's say he got mental illness.
We already know that.
Yeah, facts. So let's say if the government, not even the government, fuck it, the community give us a class to say, this is how you deal with him, or this is how you deal with shit.
But they don't know neither. Nobody really knows.
Even the fucking police don't know. They killing these
because they
motherfuckers.
don't.
And them
And they
motherfuckers
be the
are
main ones that need to take the class or even learn.
Exactly.
They really don't got no type of requirements to be no.
But
police officer.
that's my thing. Why isn't it a mandatory thing for police, FBI, or even somebody that's dealing with somebody that got mental illness? Why is it not a class set up to say this is the things you look for when they get tired?
Because it's the same reason they don't have like many classes on financial literacy. Like for Black
I need
people,
that class.
like literally, like a lot of Black people didn't know about credit cards. A lot of Black
Mhm.
people didn't know about, you know, how to actually save and 401ks and things like that, because
Y'all
those
all
are
about today.
those are
real quiet
resources that they did
'Cause y'all
not
talking about-
give to the community the same way that they purposefully did not give mental health resources to the community.
They probably didn't
Well,
expect
well-
us to make it this far. Either.
Exactly. And now that we're having this,
Well, here's the thing. It's not that financial literacy wasn't provided. That's not the issue. The issue is two things.
Cook, bro. Cook, bro.
It's two
Cook.
things.
Fuck it.
Here we go.
I'm turning the oven on. Go ahead, bro. Cook.
It's two things. One, no, we wasn't educated on financial literacy. Okay. The other thing is that what is the age old saying when it comes to Black people? If you want to have information from them,
Put it
put
in
it
the
in the
book.
book. So it's not to say that the library was already there.
We just didn't look
The
at it.
library was there. So if you wanted to know something, what do Black people want? I want you to tell me.
Mhm.
I want you to give it to me.
Do it. Yeah.
Hand it to me.
Mhm.
Do it for me.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
But you know what the people in the suburbs did?
Going to the books.
They went and read a book.
You know what we was doing when they was putting
They-
But
shit
they
in?
also wasn't restricted from reading books
That's
either.
but we wasn't either.
Hold on.
We
We
wasn't
ain't
either.
been restricted from reading books for 300 years.
Okay, you're right, but it's
You
been
know
a
what
book,
it is
but like
now.
it,
You know
it
what
was a
was-
thing
But
though.
see, it started
But it
out
was a
and
thing,
then
You know what
they
we
took that from
we
us.
was doing? What we was doing trying to get out the hood?
What are you saying?
Practicing on our jump shot. That's the only thing we was doing. Practicing on our jump shot.
running routes.
Running routes. Practicing on our jump shot. Running
Because-
routes.
'cause-
Or cutting up shit on the table.
Because here's the thing.
Why?
Here's
Because that's the only thing we had. Jump
It-
shot, routes.
It was
and-
quick.
And
Mhm.
fucking
It was quick.
drugs.
here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for everybody that missed it when we had the bad audio, we were talking about propaganda and how propaganda is kind of pushed in the neighborhoods.
Mhm.
Because when you look at urban neighborhoods, there is a consistent propaganda of churches. There's consistent propaganda, and I'm not saying churches are bad, but churches are definitely a distraction from what you could be doing or what you could be. It's not saying you don't have to believe in churches. It doesn't have to say that you don't have to believe in the Bible or anything. It's not saying that. But when you take that time out to go into a church and to take time to praise and worship, think about the millionaires that's not doing that.
Mhm.
Why do you think they millionaire? Do you think that they go and spend 2 hours in a church
Well,
spending money to their tithes?
I don't know atheists, but you know,
I'm not an
Not
my
the
bad.
atheist.
I'm not an atheist.
That shit slipped out. It was so easy.
Clearly, the person that claimed that you can't pray for the devil. So hey, you know I'm with you. Don't play with me. So but we also talk about the propaganda of having liquor stores
Mm-hmm.
and not letting Black people invest. You can't. How do you have a Mexican town? You ain't got you ain't got an African town or African American town or the Black people town where we have our own businesses thriving just for us by us.
Ain't that downtown?
No,
What is?
that's gentrification.
You know what's crazy?
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, because a lot of Black owned businesses on the outskirts.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know the GT, what is it called?
I don't know, motherfucker. What you trying to say?
What is
Yeah,
what is-
GDP.
what is the analogy for all the people that's like other people, the GPT, the GTP, the
The
GLBT.
oh, you talking about like for
LGBTQ?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
He was all the wrong.
I mean, shit, they got-
He forgot the L.
they got, but they got that plus an extra like 4 or 5 extra what's names onto it. They have a whole month. They have a bill to where if you fight them, you go to jail.
Agents got that too.
And but they just got that because of all that stuff that was going on.
Okay.
I thought that was never mind.
Where's ours?
We don't do it. We don't get one.
So you mean to tell me the people with the most mental illness, let's be 100, the most mental illness don't have one, but the people with the most talked about, we should do this, we should get this, we should get that.
Even in regards to talk about mental illness, and I also want to throw in, the black man genocide in there as well from police officers, from modern America. If we talk about that, and we just look at certain videos and events where officers will see a Caucasian man and he's running around with a knife, trying to stab him, trying to assault him, but they won't kill him. But they would shoot an unarmed black man in the same situation.
Like the young man that just came to his door and was holding his hand up, and the police officer shot him in his house.
Oh, you talking about the military guy?
Yes.
The Marine.
Yes.
I think he was.
He
or Air Force.
I'm going to what was he going to? Not domestic violence, but he was going to, somebody called the police because it was a disturbance. He opened the door.
But he was at the wrong apartment.
Within 2 seconds, he opened the door. He opened fire. Why? Because the guy was holding his cell phone. He was on FaceTime with somebody. Not because he had mental illness, but the officer shot him just because.
Wrong apartment.
Wrong apartment, bro. So
I got one for you. I got one for all of y'all.
Here we go.
So, in that aspect, do you believe or think that white America suffers from mental illness because of what they did to black people?
No.
And that, hold on, listen to me. It is the reason why I say mental illness for what they did to black people, because they are in fear of what black people can, retaliation, what black people can do, what black people can achieve.
No.
Yeah.
How can you,
hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like they're reaping what they sow.
Right.
How?
In their community.
How?
And they're reacting.
How?
Yeah.
In every situation they're reacting. Because think about it like this.
In order to
hold on. Think about it like this. There's a psychological test where they trained a dog to salivate to a bell. Okay.
I remember that.
So every time they ring a bell, the dog salivate because it's gonna get something to eat until they stop giving the dog the food, right?
Facts.
Okay. So think of it like we are a trigger for white America to attack us. It's not because we're dangerous. We're a mental illness in their head. So we're always going to be a trigger for them to react.
I can't give them that. Fuck that.
No. Hold on, Zipporah
you can't give them
no. Well, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Zipporah. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I ain't got shit to say. Go ahead.
I mean, that's a wide thing.
A far reach.
That's
a far reach.
Think about it. Think about why do they not kill their own? But when they see us,
because they hate us. What do you mean? Why? Because they hate us. What do you mean?
They know what we're capable of.
I think two things can be true at once. I do think that they know that we're capable of it, but I also think there's a sense of there's a slight confidence in their own because they see that we are attacking each other. You know, they see that we're not necessarily sticking together in some of the things that we're doing.
Yeah, but they caused that.
Yeah, exactly. Like all of this, but like the
divide
thing is though,
and divide and conquer.
But here's the thing though, they caused that, but like a lot of us are still chasing our tails. Like, I still don't have this. I still don't have this. A lot of us are still individualists, but like we're not coming together. And they're like, oh, okay, I'm still confident that they're not going to come together.
We'll look at it like this. Hold on. On a high level, you have systematic racism. Okay, so that's your higher level. That's government money up there. Okay, like okay, well, we desensitize the system and we just make it what it is through propaganda and everything like that, right? So then on a low level,
which is us
on a low level, there's the genocide there.
Mhm.
So when you have systematic racism that puts you in this box, that puts you in this area, and then you have the propaganda that puts you in the same area, as you had stated earlier,
Mhm.
rappers, basketball players, football players, all that stuff like that. You know, you can only be an athlete. You can only be a form of entertainment. You can't be anything more than that. You can't be a business person. You can't do all of that. Okay. And then on the lower level, you have that racial genocide, that racism right there. That racial genocide is like, okay, I just don't like you because of this propaganda and this systematic racism that's already been stimulated. So you have these two different layers that is putting you in this situation, that's putting you in the middle. I feel like that is a form of mental illness.
I don't think so. She said it first. She said it. I didn't say it.
You just agreeing just to agree.
No,
you ain't even got a valid point.
You ain't even hear what you said.
She said, damn.
See?
Exactly.
She said,
say it one more time.
She said, we're not sticking together. How can you be afraid of a human race that's killing their own and don't stay together when you already the dominant, so-called dominant race are sticking together?
Okay,
you can't.
Hold on. No.
Can I finish?
Hell no.
You can't be scared of somebody that's not sticking together.
You shouldn't be scared of nobody that's sticking together. But the problem is that because we don't stick together, if they don't create the systematic racism and they don't create the genocide, we will start sticking together because we don't. For one, we don't.
I understand what you're saying. But you're
okay,
not,
but you don't agree.
But you're right. I don't agree because for the simple
Why you
fact,
don't agree?
Because for the simple fact, I can't. Okay, let's say this. Let's say if I hate you and Devin, okay,
we hate you too.
Hold on.
If I hate y'all just because I hate y'all, no fucking reason. But if I see y'all not sticking together, how can I be scared and thinking y'all go overtake me if y'all already not sticking together?
But it's already been planted to be scared of them.
Because
your grandparents
it's not
already instilled in you
not to be scared of them.
I know.
If they come together and create that business, they'll take your business out.
I understand what you're saying, but if they're not showing that, if they not,
but you never know when we're going to flip and stick together. So they're always on their toes.
I don't think that. Okay, so I think that they're not necessarily like. I lost my train of thought.
So listen, that's good you lost your train of thought because I'm on one. I'm on his ass today.
Bring it, bro.
Okay, the reason why they trying to come after us is because they want to make sure that we have multiple enemies that we have to face. If you look at no, don't stop me. If you look at the Asian community. How many enemies do they have? If you look at the Arabic community, how many enemies do they have? How many people? How many other
little thing going on?
How many? Let's call it spade and spade. How many ops do they actually have? None. But what? No. Don't open your mouth. No. Don't fix your mouth and say shit. So, but when you look at the black culture,
everybody's against us.
Everybody's against us. So when you got so many enemies, even enemies in your own camp. It's hard to stick together when you got all the enemies right there, my guy.
I agree.
So once again, how are you going to call it mental illness on their end if you
because we a trigger for them? We ain't no other culture a trigger for them. It's
not a trigger.
Come on,
it's what they're been bred. Don't trust them niggas.
That's a mental illness.
It's not a mental
illness.
It's a grooming
bro.
Of
mental illness.
It's a grooming.
That's a mental illness.
It's a grooming. It's not.
You can groom a mental illness.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can.
How did mental illness come about in the first place? Because they groomed us.
You cannot groom a mental illness as in racism. How can you
not?
How can that's not grooming a mental illness. A mental illness is something when you fucked up in the head and you don't know when you have.
But where did it come from?
This is being bred into you.
It came from where?
You can
it
stop
came from our great grandparents.
You can stop at any point in time because when if I spend time with this motherfucker and I'll be like, well, damn, you ain't bad. This nigga really ain't bad. I can actually fuck with him. That's when it can break. A mental illness. If I spend time with you, I don't give a fuck what you say. I still can't stand.
You can break a mental illness.
How, bro?
Yeah,
With
I don't think
medicine?
you can.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
can't.
With the medicine, you can't.
You exactly. So,
But I agree. I
so
see what
once
you're saying.
again, you cannot.
You could groom with mental
You
illness.
cannot groom a mental illness.
I
A mental,
disagree.
a mental illness
I agree
is
with you.
a mental illness is mentally, bro. It's
It
not.
is
It's
mentally, but where
'Cause
did it
it's a-
start? Where did it
a
start?
mental
at?
I
illness.
think
You
we're
can't.
all agreed that, you know, this is planted.
Yeah,
And we all agree.
Look,
We
look,
all
where did
we
it
all
come
in the
from?
same team here.
No,
We
we
just
no,
got
we
to-
are. We all use Black Power.
Where did it
baby,
come
okay? We Black Power, okay? But like, I
All
think we all agree.
Where did
All
it
right,
come
so-
from?
Hold on,
Where did what come from?
hold on. So so we at that point where we want to tie everything.
No, fuck that. Where what come from?
we at
The
the point.
mental illness.
We at the point. Hold on, no. We at the point where we want to tie everything
All right, I'm
in.
listening. Go ahead, bro.
We at the point we want to tie
Open
everything
your
in.
eye.
I ain't even get to all my damn questions. Shit.
It's a good podcast though.
We had to
Facts.
put we had to put we want to tie everything in. So we always gonna start with the newcomer to the show, Sephora. So based on everything that we had talked about, just go ahead and summarize everything.
Ain't no C.
It's not a C.
It's a P.
No.
What do you see a C at?
You said Zipporah.
I said this is a Cora.
Right. It's
Zipporah.
I said this is a Cora. Man, fuck you. I said
Okay.
Cora.
Name
can't.
tag or something.
Yeah, you need a name tag. We need name tags on this show.
No,
Hey,
we don't.
This is what you do. You gotta.
No, we do not.
You gotta like and subscribe for getting name tags.
Wow.
Zakora. Let's do it.
Okay, they're
Hey,
call me Zoom.
Hey, look, 1,000 likes and 20,000 shares, man. Everybody get name tags.
Boom.
No.
No,
There
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
I'm sorry. 5,000 likes, 1,000 shares.
Everybody get name tags.
Everybody get name tags.
Boom.
With the logo.
And
on
I
it.
grow dreads. What up?
And mine's gonna be covered with the logo
Word.
showing.
All right, Zakora.
Come on, man. Come on.
That is a word.
I said it right.
No, you did not.
Zakora.
There's no
Zipporah.
C.
It's a
I said
P.
Zapora.
If you call me Zakora one more
Fuck it.
time, I'm literally.
Okay,
My
so-
friend,
Come
go
on,
ahead.
that's typical.
There you go.
People
Go
messing
ahead,
up
my
Black
friend.
women's names like that.
That's
okay.
right. My queen.
Stop.
My queen.
Stop.
I can't call her my queen.
Zipporah.
That's my wife.
Yeah, I'm not.
Babe, my bad.
You trying to have her pull
I know.
up in
Bro,
the
pull
real
up.
heartbeat.
For real. Pull up.
She gonna push that Durango so fast.
Nigga, like what?
Look, we gonna need another ozone when she about to touch it. You know?
Mental illness for real. Go ahead, my
Okay, what
friend.
am I saying? Sorry.
Summarizing
you
our whole
summing up
conversation.
everything. Yep, you summing up everything.
Yeah, I think we had a really good I think we had a really good conversation about mental health. And just the importance of Black fathers. I did kind of just want to mention that I related to your story. I had, multiple different father figures in my life as well. And I think that it does contribute to mental health in some type of way. And if I can acknowledge my own journey with mental health, you do see abandonment issues in a sense. It does happen. You think that everybody's going to leave. And
Right.
because you think everybody's going to leave, you don't give everybody everything.
Right.
Because why do they deserve everything if they're going to take it? But I think we had a really good conversation. I think that we come together and we all agree that we just need to come together as a community, and that there's a lot of deep rooted things that we have to sort
Facts.
out within us as one big. Can I cuss on here?
Black
Mhm.
community.
As one
Have
big
you heard
ass,
me?
one big ass Black family. And if we can get that shit together, honestly, there is no stopping us. I believe that there's no
Mhm.
stopping us, and they have every right to be afraid of us.
Facts.
So yeah,
True. I like how you ask permission to cuss because just be cussing for no damn reason.
I want us to be proper. So yeah,
I'm proper too. Shit.
Properly and
When?
properly. Shay, go ahead.
Oh no.
I felt I'm tapped out. But I feel like it was a good podcast. I really enjoyed this topic. I know a handful of people that's dealing with mental illness. And I did have my father in my life growing up. So even with, father figures in the church or growing up, they still planted that seed to help me stay on the right track.
Right.
But I don't agree with your stats, but that ain't nothing new.
Facts. 100%.
I think that's all I got. I'm
That's all
tapped
you got.
out.
That's
I've been at
I'll be
work.
tapped.
I had to be at work at 5 this morning, so I'm
Okay.
tapped
Oh
out.
my
Okay.
goodness.
I had to be at
Fine.
work for 6.
Jeff-
I did
so I'm
5 and
with you.
5, 3 days back to back.
Ooh.
Jeff no chaser.
I don't agree with none of his stats because that's saying the fathers are nowhere near the household. And I don't think that. I think it's just a lot of mothers that's caught up in the government of child support.
Mhm.
And the child really probably don't need that much money, but if the mother don't want the father to see the child, he need to bring something.
Mm.
So as far as mental issues or mental illness, it's crazy. It's a real thing because for the simple fact, like I said before, I think we need classes on how to deal with mental illness as far as a whole human race.
And what are they? Because there's multiple.
Exactly.
Snaps to
Exactly.
that. Snap.
So if the police can't come and deal with the situation accordingly, how do you expect for us as regular citizens that them guys then got all these years of or hours of training for us to say, hey, we seen that coming, or we should have seen that coming. We kind of put it all on ourselves.
Mhm.
And then our mental illness starts.
Right.
So I think we should come together as a community and start really looking in on our people, period. We might not know the signs, but we do know when another friend is not doing right.
Right.
This month is going to be hard because it's too much because we got our family.
Mhm.
Everything is high as hell,
Right.
but we still got to check on everybody outside our family just to make sure we don't have to go to a funeral because of a mental illness that we didn't see coming. I think we need to do better as far as texting, calling, checking on whoever.
Right.
That one strong friend, that friend is not strong. That friend is just care about you. You need to check on that friend because that friend could be going through a lot, but you'll never know it because that friend always checking on you. And that friend could be going through a whole lot of shit.
Right.
So shoot that text and say, hey, you okay? Anything. I'm dealing with mental illness a whole nother way. I'm not gonna say how, but it's a hell of a journey. A hell of a journey. Keep your head up, keep pushing. When you got kings like yourself, D Graham, Twan, CJ, somewhat.
Stop.
When you got people that got your back pushing you, it'd be a little easier, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta find that dynamic to help everybody, but at the same time help yourself.
Right.
That's it, man.
Man. About your longest one.
That it was, bro. This mental illness is a motherfucker. That bitch hit me kind of hard, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here go the and now
You don't even have to close. He already did it.
and no.
I really don't.
And now we have M&G is going to give the final word.
I think he said his name wrong. I think you forgot the preacher part.
No, I ain't gonna give him preacher. He devil. We have M&G. We have M&G giving the final word on mental illness. Take it away, sir.
So we'll talk about this on two fronts. We'll talk about mental illness, and then we'll talk about the absence of a parent. And having an absence of a parent, there are things that you don't learn. Whether you're missing your mother or your father, there's things that you don't learn as you grow up. You miss the warmth of a mother, and you don't understand or realize how to love a woman and accept love from a woman and be embraced by that tenderness. You lose on that aspect. When you don't have your father, you lose that structure, you lose that discipline. You let your emotions take control of you. You don't think logically, you don't think rationally. You think emotionally, so you react to everything. They say scientifically the frontal lobe of man doesn't develop to 25. That's why they act so rambunctious. But then in the same aspect, that's why they want to go ahead and dope us up with pharmaceutical drugs. So when you look at certain things like that, and knowing that you need both those pillars in your life in order to be able to sustain a decent and capable life where you know how to react in certain situations. When you're being tested by somebody, but you know how to control yourself, maintain your composure, and go ahead and address that situation as a man should, and not be reactive and be all involved in your emotions. Because your emotions, when you react from your emotions, you get blinded and you do things that affects not only yourself, but others. That's how you have so many black men that's in jail. That's how you have so many women that are acting out towards men, because they don't have that sternness of a man to say, hey, let me show you how to be treated. Let me show you what you need to expect. Let me show you not how to settle for less. Because now you got certain men taking on feminine ways, and you got certain women taking on masculine ways. Because of the absence of a man in their life, of that father figure saying, hey, don't do that. Don't do this. This is the direction that you need to go. Have you looked at this? They don't have that advice that's going on. So they being stuck behind that 8-ball. And then when they finally get around it, it's already too late. Because going around it, you done ran into jail. Now you done got yourself together, and now you want to do something to better yourself, which is nothing wrong with that. We all bump our head, but how much less would you have bumped your head if you had accepted both parents there in your life for that tender love and that sternness and that discipline?
Facts.
Okay, so when we talk about mental illness, I have known people that have committed suicide. I have known people that have attempted to commit suicide. I have known people that have heard voices. My auntie committed suicide, when I was at a young age. And it was devastating to me because I couldn't understand why she committed suicide. And I heard the rumors that the family was saying about her. But every time I knew her and I met her, she was just my auntie. And I'm just like, that's auntie. But the things that you learn through your family history, the things that you hear about what mental illness is, I think one of the problems with some families is they don't talk about the medical history that they family have. They don't talk about the mental illness that's going through the family. They don't talk about the trauma that happens in the family. They don't tell you how to deal with the trauma until the trauma is at the front door.
Knocking.
And then it's like, oh yeah, you didn't know that was in the family? No, I didn't know that was in the family. You saying I'm gonna pass this down to my kids?
Yeah.
I got to learn this at the last minute. This is when I found out. Funny story. I didn't find out that I was allergic to shrimp until I was 16 years old.
You was eating up that shrimp, huh?
It was my first time ever trying shrimp. My throat was closing. And you know what Mom said? Go ahead and lay down. You'll be all right. That is and not saying that my mom was wrong for what she said, because she said, well, she found out I was allergic at 2 years old, but here it is 14 years later. And I'm on the ground flopping around like a fish talking about I can't breathe. And the first thing she tells me is, hey,
you'll be all right.
You'll be all right. Go ahead and lay down. We ain't going to the hospital.
Fucked up.
Bro, here what's wrong?
He'll be all right in 10 minutes.
So when we talk about mental illness, we don't talk about those health parameters that happen within the family, no matter how deep or far back it goes. We don't even talk about it. We don't talk about how our family got high blood pressure. We need to stay away from salt. We don't talk about how our family got high cholesterol. We need to stay from the butter. We don't talk about how eating healthy food because we love soul food and we love to eat on ribs and everything like that and beef. We don't talk about how we should be cooking more natural food. We don't talk about how we should go out there and we should go and build our own gardens in our backyard so we can stop eating these pesticide foods. We ain't talking about how food used to look 20, 30 years ago before they start putting GMO in there and they start taking all the naturalness out of the food and starting to put all of the chemicals in there, but then turn around and start putting not only chemicals in the food, but now you got chemicals everywhere. You get chemicals in your water.
Everything.
You know, you thinking you're drinking bottled water, it's chemicals in your bottled water because they gotta send it through a filter in order to clean the water. But then everybody said, well, I'll drink spring water. It had spring water had dirt in it at one point in time.
Facts.
So how you think they got the dirt out? But then you don't realize that the bottle that you're drinking out of is not even the bottle that doesn't have toxic in there. So you got to actually look at the bottle and look at the triangle on it to determine whether or not that is even safe for you to drink out of. But we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about what we put into our bodies. But we worry about what the next man is doing. We worry about how we can't come together. We worried about why this man over here selling crack on the corner, but I can't sell crack on this corner because now it's his territory. So now we got to go bang each other. But we ain't talking about that mental illness. We ain't talking about the mental illness of, well, why can't we go ahead and fix our own neighborhoods up, but we just let them fall to the wayside. We ain't talking about that, but we want to complain about and focus on, oh man, they changing up downtown. Here come the gentrification, but you was the one tearing it down. But we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about that. So our mental is relying on Shay, what you doing? Z, what you doing? Jeff, what you doing? Oh no, y'all can't be doing that. I gotta break y'all down because we all gotta be crabs in a barrel because that's what the systematic racism is. We have been groomed to bring each other down. We have been groomed to hate each other. They talk about self-hate. They have been groomed for self-hate. We have been groomed for self-destruction. We have been groomed to fight one another in such a small compartment. But then when they create justification, oh, you get more police presence. You know, you get an area so bad, the police scared to go over there. But then you start going to a neighborhood and you see your counterparts running down the street. You looking like I wasn't there running down this street. What you running for? Ain't nobody gonna touch them. But they gonna test you, Jeff. They gonna come and check you, Z. They gonna do all of that to their own kind, but won't run their counterparts up out of here. We ain't running the Arabs out of their stores and say, you know what, we taking this back. But we go spend our money there. We go cash our check for 3% off.
Every day.
We go do all of that. We go to the cash advance because we short. Just like you said, when we can't go ahead and provide, we go ahead and hit the street. But ain't nobody talk about entrepreneurial. If you can go hit the street, you can go say and start your own business, right? But because you put it in a book, you can't even go do that, right? Because if you put it in a book, how you gonna be able to find out, right? You throw a library down the street, but does the library have enough books? No, look how small the library is, but the main library downtown, but how you gonna get down there? It's downtown. Whole bunch of books. It's downtown, but guess what? It ain't open. Is it open on the weekends? Is it open on Sunday? Is it open on Saturday?
I don't know.
You don't know.
How you got transportation to get down there?
On
a Sunday?
On a Sunday. But when you go down there and you try to go and you try to do something, but they tell you, oh, you got to sign up. You need a button. You need a library card. So now you want to attach another number to me. So you can keep track about what I'm reading and everything like that, how I'm educating myself. So you just stacking on the numbers, piling them up. And if I ain't telling the truth, somebody go ahead and tell me I ain't saying nothing right. But when we want to talk about mental illness, we want to talk about propaganda. We want to talk about keeping the father outside the home. It's been happening since the New Deal.
Facts.
We've been splitting apart families for the longest.
Yep.
So before anybody try to tell me anything about mental illness, anything about propaganda, you need to go ahead and look your own neighborhood because propaganda been in your face for the longest. You just ain't recognized it yet.
Or didn't give a fuck.
Or you ain't even give a damn about it.
Facts.
So before anybody come over here and talk about propaganda, anybody want to come over here and talk about mental illness, yeah, my friend is mental. You suffer from mental illness too. You just don't know. You can't commit to a right relationship.
Facts.
You having a hard time to commit to a relationship. Why is that? You having a hard time being a father. Why is that? You get a hard time doing the right things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Man, I'm your host, and I'm done. I'm done.
You ain't done.
I'm your host, M&G. Jeff No Chaser.
Yo.
Support came down. Shay. Hey, we gonna catch y'all on the next show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Peace.